For me personally, I didn't know what to expect coming down, and I was pleasantly surprised by many things being here. Not only the coaching staff treated me well, the training staff was awesome. Everything, I couldn't have asked for much more. As far as the guys, we had so much fun. I had so much fun with this group. I think Calgary and Stockton fans looking forward should be very hopeful. There's so many good guys on this team, and not only off the ice but on the ice. They know what they're doing. So it was exciting to be a part of such a young group that has so much potential and has so much fun together. We bonded so well, and it seemed as if everything we did, we just enjoyed it, whether it was on the ice or off the ice, whatever it was, on the road, whatever it was. We had such a good time, and that made it's made my personal situation a lot easier coming down and being put with a bunch of guys that really just you learn to enjoy it, and pretty much back to basics when you start playing hockey, and you just enjoy it for what it is. And I had so much fun with these guys, and coming here and the rink here and seeing the fans grow more and more throughout the season, and the support we got, especially down the home stretch and in the playoffs, they made it so much fun for the guys, and we worked hard. We really gave it our all. Obviously, not the result we wanted, and would have liked to go a lot further in the postseason. But I think overall it was a successful year on and off the ice. Like I said, there's a lot of good things to look forward to for this organization, and I was pretty happy to be a part of it.
For you, I mean, it was a really good season offensively. When you look at, I think when people look at you in your stats, they think that, Brandon Bollig's just a fighter. But I think this year, did you kind of prove to not only yourself but to everyone else that you are in fact a really, really good hockey player?
Yeah, I think for me coming down and having not played in the minors in a while, and I think once I found out I was going to, I think it was a matter of making the most of it and working hard and just seeing what happens. Obviously, trying to set myself up for to be back in the NHL the following season, and so I think just working hard with the staff that we had, the coaches, the guys, and all that. There's just a culture here that it's hard work and we have fun doing it. And for me personally, the fact that I was able to put I think a career high in goals and assists and points, and I think. Not only that, but playing a lot more minutes and playing special teams and all that is huge for me. It was great for, I know I'm older now, but it's still for development wise. You're still learning, you're still adding things to your game, and I think for me coming down and having the opportunity that I had was huge for me, and we just had all our meetings with the coaching staff and management, and I thank them for that, and they put me in a good spot, and so hopefully a lot of tools that I learned here will be ones that keep with me and continue to grow from.
Did it also help? I mean, obviously, no one wants to come down and play in the minors, especially when you're an NHL player. But did it help that you were really kind of counted upon to be a veteran leader to this group? And I think a number of times I watched after practice where you were one of the last guys out, or you were getting an extra skating session with Don Braid or something like that. It shows some of those younger guys that, hey, this guy has made it to where you want to go to, and he puts in this amount of work.
Yeah, I think with the makeup of the team we have such young, promising players that maybe didn't have too much professional experience. I think coming in and having the veteran group that we had, one, made it easy for me to come in and want to work hard and want to have fun and want to be all in on this whole thing. And with the group that we have, I think that you can tell that guys are just excited to be here, excited to learn, excited to, just grow as players and people, and it was very easy for me to come in and work hard and try to be that presence, given how excited guys were for me to come down and just kind of ask stories about, I was fortunate enough to win the Stanley Cup, and so they were always asking about that and asking about certain guys I'd played with in the past, and they just loved the story part of it, so it made it even more fun for me, and like I said, made it easy for me to come down and work hard and have fun with it and see those guys kind of follow along and really have fun with our veteran leadership that we had, and like I said, all around it was an awesome experience for me, and a lot better than I was expecting given when I was initially sent down.
What's the next step for you right now going into this offseason?
I think go and train just as hard, if not harder, as I always have. I had a great group last summer out back in Chicago, and I came into training camp this year feeling great, feeling probably in better shape than I ever have been, and that's the plan again. I think for me personally is work as hard as I possibly can this summer, hopefully. And I'm optimistic that somebody will, give me a chance and give me a chance to make it back to the NHL, because that's the ultimate goal. That's everyone's goal. So I think going into the summer, I think just keeping a positive head about things and going about my business, but also working hard and going out and I know it might be it's going to be some hard work getting back to the NHL. It always is, and I've done it the first time, and so I know it's not going to be easy this time. But it's definitely one that I'm positive about, and I think will happen for me, and I'm just looking forward to the challenge.
So in between right now, the work and the end of the season, some relaxation hopefully coming for you. What's going to be any fun plans that you have for the summer?
Yeah, actually, I'll be home here and. So I'm flying back to Chicago. I live in Chicago in the off season. I'll be there for a couple of weeks, but my mother's actually turning 50, so that'll be cool to go back and celebrate that with her here in a few weeks. I'm doing that. I'm doing actually a hockey charity tournament in Australia this summer, so that'll be fun. That'll be in the middle of June. Hopefully I'll be out there with Frat, and I think he was thinking about going, so that's always fun. Do a trip after that, but before that, yeah, I think actually I'll be back up in this area for a wedding. I'll be up in Napa Valley, so. I have a summer full of exciting things, and I'm looking forward to it all. That's the time away from the game is just as important as the time you spend putting into it. So it's an exciting summer. Looking forward, and like I said, unfortunate way to end the year, but there's some exciting things for me looking forward.